Welcome to CFO Coach, and thank you for using this budgeting and forecasting tool. I'm going to jump into it and show you how best to use it. This tool is really focused around just creating a budget and a forecast for your business for the year, so that you can see, if you're going to be profitable, if the decisions that you're making around the different income items and expense items are good decisions, whether they are yielding good returns for you. And this can form the base point of you tracking your income and your expenditure over a course of the year to make sure you're on target, make sure you're planning effectively for what will hopefully be a very profitable year. So the first thing you've got to do is, once you open up the tool, is you've got to make a copy. So if we go to File on the top left, make a copy, you'll have this little tab will open up. You can add call it anything you want. You push OK, and you will then make a copy. It's important to make a copy so that it's your information and no one else's. That way, it's privately yours. So I've given you a brief overview of what this tool is all about, just so that you understand. Anything in yellow is customizable. So you use that area to put your own individual data in, and everything else has got formulas in, so try not to play around with that too much unless you are trying to change the outcome. So I'm going to give you a quick little example of how it works. So the first thing we do is we put your company name in. So we're going to be using ABR Consulting as a test dummy company here. The second thing is I want to detail each item of income that I want to track. Okay, so in our business, let's just say it's consulting and bookkeeping, and then each item of expense. And obviously, once you've done this once, you can then just keep changing them as you go. Changing the figures as you go across the months. So let's go advertising. Let's say salaries is an expense item, and let's say rent. Okay, I'm just going to use those ones for now, just so that just save time in showing you how this works. So I'm going to create a budget for the year of 2017. If you want to put actuals in, you can do that, just to give you a projected profit for the end of the year. Therefore, for the months January all the way through to August, you can go in and get your actual data from the different sources you have, QuickBooks, Stripe, whatever it is, put that in, and then budget for the rest of the year, so they can give you a projected profit for the year. Or you can just do a straight out budget if you want to plan, or you can change it 18, whatever suits you. So I'm going to say, I'm going to start it. This is going to be my budget for that month, and 10,000 for bookkeeping. I'm going to say, let's say 6,000 for advertising. Let's say 15 for my salaries, and my rent is actually, I'm going to use 2,000 for rent. Okay, so that would be for the month of January. I am expecting to bring in $30,000 of revenue, and I have $23,000 of expense, and therefore my profit before tax is $7,000. And what I can do is I can just copy these across all the way to the end of the year, okay? And that will just then pre-populate each and every single month. But then I can go in and say, hey, actually I wanted to increase. I wanted to increase, by a couple of % each month, until as I'm getting bigger and as I'm growing in my revenue and as I'm generating more profits, more sales. And you can do this, and as you do this, you'll see it will just adjust everything as you go. So I'm just going to do a couple of them just to show you how it works. And then the last end of the year became really big, which is great. And there it is. So that's for my consulting, and you'll see it will just automatically adjust everything else as we go, which is what we're trying to do. Likewise, you can adjust your expenses here. So let's say all of a sudden our salaries go up to this point for a little while, and then we employ someone else and they keep going up. This is just something that you can do, and you add them in as and when you need them. And what it will do is it will track what your projected profit and loss before tax, obviously we're not factoring in tax here, for the year. So that's a really, really simple tool laid out for you. You can use it to great effect in your business, to do some planning, some forecasting, some budgeting, and I really hope that's helpful. So please use that as and when you need it. There's a resource tab at the bottom, which just gives you some more insights on how to use it a bit better, as well as some other tools that are available for you to use should you need to use them. So thanks for using that, and I hope it's helpful.